Hi everyone, I'm Simon.
I'm Stefano.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Victor. And we're presenting to you our submission for Hackathon 2024. So essentially what we made is a tool for students to focus better on their lectures. Because instead of currently, like your professor is lecturing and you're frantically scribbling along. But what we did was we made a tool that generates these lecture notes for you automatically and accurately, highly accurately. So it transcribes whatever the professor says, it summarizes it into a nice markdown format that you can expand or collapse. And by doing so, you have A, the benefits of being able to reference notes later, and B, the chance to really fully listen to what the professor is saying. But in addition to this, we also implemented some other cool features. So if, for instance, the professor begins speaking about random stuff, oh, I went on a great hike yesterday and I found a can of beans and a TV lying by the end of the road, and it was really something. Oh my. Then the student can stop the translation and restart it when the professor is done with going out of context. And also, we've all been there. Sometimes a lecture can get quite boring and it's easy to get distracted. And so that's why we implemented an anti-distraction feature. So if it's activated and the user starts doing something else, looking away from the screen, then a pop-up will show up and it'll note to the user, you've been distracted, and it'll also increase, you can see here at the top, it'll decrease the concision, so it'll make the notes be more detailed. And this will add up for a more detailed explanation of the current material to help our student catch up. And in addition, some courses, computer science, can be quite tough sometimes, and things get really messed up, and desperation is just around the corner. But luckily, NoteHacks is here to help. We use CV to have some special features. So for example, here we use CV. If you beg for help, we're going to make the notes more detailed for you. And you can even open them up to view them in real time. And there are, you can see the emojis here are other CV features that we have. And really, this is just a great way to bring it up to speed. And finally, once the lecture is done, we can name it and stop the lecture to save it for persistent access, persistent storage.
After saving, we can revisit our summarized notes to review them. If there are any questions about the content, we can ask them directly from this view using this question box. The LLM will already have context about the open note, making for a more convenient and effective studying workflow as we don't have to provide that again manually. Overall, we believe that NoteHacks would be a great tool for students to streamline their note-taking experience so that they can focus on what really matters. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Vinayak Vector. Due to time constraints in the competition video, we couldn't go over the architecture of our application. And I would like to take a few minutes to explain what we have built and how we have built it. Let's just jump right into it. As you can see, we decided to use React. And for those who are wondering, we were using Next.js with Tailwind CSS. Yes, huge Tailwind fan guys. We also decided to use Convex for performing authentication via Clerk and saving all our notes. As far as our backend is concerned, it was made entirely in Python using Fast API. We decided to use Grok to power three of our most important features. First, real-time transcription, summarization, as well as our chat functionality. All the models we used are mentioned on the slide. I should also mention that in our gesture recognition pipeline, there was one component which was using OpenAI's GPT-4o model. We decided to use Grok not only because it is extremely affordable, but also because it gave us a vast selection of different AI models. It was in fact so cheap that we made this entire application just based off their free tier. So for our next AI application, we would highly recommend you using Grok. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around for the entire demo. Have a wonderful day and see you around. Bye bye.